Hello, good morning, everyone. Atma Namaste. Atma Namaste to everyone. Hope you all are having a good week. Sorry, I was not available on Monday and Wednesday, but we are back here, ready to get started. All right, let us begin with invocation first. Everyone, please close your eyes. Close your eyes. Be seated in a comfortable position. Back straight, arms and legs uncrossed. Take a nice, slow, deep inhale and out, exhale. Inhale through the nose and exhale from your mouth. Just letting all thoughts go for the next few minutes as we come together to do our practice for today. One more slow, long, deep breath in and out. Just relax, relax, and notice the movement of your breath in its natural rhythm. Just becoming aware of how your thoughts go from one to the other, jumping around as if it's like a monkey jumping from one tree to the next. Can you slow it down? Can you ask those thoughts to slow down just for a few minutes? And just be here, becoming aware, fully aware of the way the breath moves in your body. And gently bring to mind any higher power that you believe in. To the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, to all the holy angels, archangels, spiritual helpers, and all the great ones, to our Holy Guru, Master Choa Kok Soi, thank you so, so much for your great, great blessings. Thank you for this opportunity to heal ourselves, our lives, our relationships, our health, and our work. Thank you for helping us heal our karma. Thank you for the healing that you give us every single day. Thank you for the courage that you give us to be present here, to show up for ourselves, for our family members every single day. Thank you for this gift of forgiveness and gratitude. Thank you for healing each and every participant who is present here right now and who will be watching this later. Thank you so much. I humbly request to assign angels of love, angels of forgiveness, angels of healing to every single person who's present here right now. Thank you. So that we can be blessed, so that we can be experiencing love and light and healing in our lives, and so that we can be deeply and permanently healed. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for the guidance. Thank you for the protection, for the love and the care. In full faith. So be it. So be it. So be it. And so it is. Before you open your eyes, inhale, take a slow, deep, long breath. And out. And then slowly open your eyes. Okay, I would like to request all of you to please turn on your cameras so that I can see you all. Please, please, please. I love to see you all. Okay, so today we're going to start with, I want to share a video that I was watching of Master Ko, and I thought I'll just share a little snippet of it, which I really liked, and then we'll talk more on that. Can you all see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
That's how he developed pranic healing. Now,
Can you hear it also? When I play it, can you hear the sound?
Yes.
Okay.
No, it's not audible.
Hold on, yeah. Hold on, hold on. Um, 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 um. Give me 1 second. Share sound. Okay. Let's try again. Okay. Let me know if you can hear me. If you cannot hear me, just unmute yourself and let me know.
initially, his mind was, in order to produce healings, you need to have all these spiritual gifts.
Can you hear it?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
now it's audible.
okay, okay. ठीक है.
Audible.
He would have developed it earlier if not for one limiting belief.
What was that?
Because a lot of the people that he's around, like Mang Mike and a few of his mentors, all of them could see energy, could feel energy, and will do miraculous healings. So initially, his mind was, in order to produce healings, you need to have all these spiritual gifts. So he didn't bother experimenting. He says, either you have it or you don't. Then at some point, I don't recall the details, but at some point he had a realization, wait, there's a process. If there's an ailment, this is a pattern. If you correct that pattern, this is a result. So that opened it up and he started experimenting.
Because he was a chemical engineer by trade.
He's a
or
chemical
by
engineer and
training.
businessman, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what opened up the pranic healing.
Ah.
And when pranic healing was spreading, I remember he's telling me, he said, you see, any healing modality is temporary. I said, Master, why? Because without the nature and understanding that you are a spiritual being, all suffering is temporary.
Ah.
All healing is also temporary. The real healing is connection to the soul.
Right.
When you realize you're a spiritual being having an earthly experience, that alone changes everything. That's the ultimate healing.
Yeah.
That's when he started using pranic healing essentially as a door to get people to understand energy.
Right.
And then from energy, you start to realize the soul is energy. That's why he said pranic healing is a bridge to spirituality.
Right.
Yeah.
So through that, watching him develop that, because I mean, it was already developed by the time you got it, but then he developed other things even later on. Like I know you told the story about how he was actually in the process of developing, like,
Okay. So now I want to ask, what is your takeaway from that 1 or 2 minute clip that I showed you? Anybody can unmute and answer, please.
Yes, hello, hi. Shweta here from Kolkata.
Yes.
Am I audible?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, hi, Atma Namaste. So,
Appa
I'm
namaste.
sorry, I didn't get my video on actually, just a little thing. So, the takeaway is basically that when you heal a person, it's on the soul level, like not on the physical level.
Okay.
So, when you connect to the soul, you're healing the soul, like basically the soul
Okay.
energy.
Okay. So your takeaway was that when we are healing, we're healing at a soul level.
Yes,
We're not healing the physical aspect, we're healing the soul or the energy. All right.
correct.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Anybody else?
To everyone.
Yes,
Uh,
Ravi ji.
my take is that this healing, there is no real healing or real suffering until the soul is connected. All
Mm-hmm.
healing and sufferings are temporary. Until
Mm-hmm.
and unless the soul is connected, then only real healing happens.
Okay.
And they were saying something about pranic healing, somewhat I was not able to get the language part of it. That is it.
Okay. 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 All right. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Anybody else?
Namaste.
Yes. Atma namaste.
For me, the takeaway is that every person, every being is a soul,
Mm-hmm.
and they come here for a earthly experience.
Mm-hmm.
If they understand the pattern of suffering,
Mm-hmm.
and if that can be learned, that will be healed permanently.
Okay. So we are here for an earthly experience, and that if we understand our suffering, then we can be healed permanently. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. All right. Anybody else? Yes, Jagdishji, you want to share something?
Yeah, for me, the understanding goes this way. The pranic healing concept helps us to understand and experience the energy, different
Mm-hmm.
kinds of energy, pranic energy, soul energy, everything. And
Yeah.
it is ultimately the one when we usually we forget our soul connection. So once we establish the soul connection, then only the actual healing happens. And rest
Correct.
of the healings, pranic healings, whatever the around us, the energies around us, healing with that is temporary.
Right. Yes. Thank you so much for sharing. I think this description was most accurately describing what was shared in the video. All right. Thank you everyone for sharing. So I just wanted to elaborate on this point a little bit more because I think this was my biggest, and y'all can watch. I'll drop the link of this podcast in the group, so all of you can watch the whole thing later on. It's a very interesting conversation, and I highly recommend that all of you watch it. But just like this was one big takeaway for me when I was watching the video, and it really stood out to me when he said that any healing you experience is temporary until and unless you connect with your soul, right? Like if we just fix the physical body or we just work on calming the emotions, but we ignore the soul, then the ailment will eventually return or it will manifest as something else because we're not really understanding our true nature. So pranic healing was never really about just fixing or fixing ourselves from the outside. It was a pathway, right? That's what he was saying. It opened up a pathway to spirituality. It is a tool that is designed to help you understand who you really are. And until that realization doesn't happen, your healing remains temporary. That's why we hear of people who are repeatedly telling us again and again, no, but I have done so much of healing work, nothing has really shifted. I feel good in the moment, but then after that, again, the same issues come back and all. It resurfaces because we are not really identifying with our true nature. We are identifying with this ego, this identity that we have created around ourselves, around the pain that we experience, around the past that we have lived, around the trauma that we have experienced in our life. And the more we keep attaching ourselves to that identity, the harder it gets for us to permanently heal. Right? So that is really what the crux of this 1 or 2 minute thing was. So the real healing happens when we connect with our soul, when we finally realize that not just intellectually realize, but in our bones we actually feel it, that we are a spiritual being having an earthly experience, right? Somebody very beautifully put this as well. That alone itself changes everything. Just us becoming aware that we are having an earthly experience, that alone gives us that that tube light moment in our mind where we're like, okay, I get it now. We can zoom out and we look at our life from that perspective. This is why we have to come here and do this practice, meditate every day. Why we practice forgiveness? Because we are experiencing it, right? We're giving ourselves that 20 minutes of practice where we are just choosing to see ourselves as a soul, right? We're choosing to see our relationships also as people and souls interacting with each other, not just like a humanly earthly experience, but beyond that, who we are. Why did we come together, and why are we how this experience that we're having with people around us is helping us grow and evolve as well. And then we are reminding ourselves through meditation of whether twin arts or oneness of the higher soul, we are reminding ourselves of who we really are, right? But why does it have to be this way? Why can't we just focus on healing the sickness and then be done with it? Right? Why, how come that doesn't work alone? Because if we are only focused on the outcome of that healing, then we are trapped by it. We are trapped by that outcome itself. when we desperately want to be healed, or we want to heal someone else, what happens is that we attach too much will to it, right? We start operating from this energy of desperation ki ho kyun nahi raha hai? Why am I not seeing the results the way that I want to? And desperation carries a very like dense energy. It's a very restrictive energy. It's not open, it's not expansive. It is congested, it blocks your divine energy from flowing in your body and towards others. But when we connect with our higher soul, when we connect with God, then we feel that very deep inner shift, right? We feel more expansive. We feel that we are capable of so much more. We step into a place of, just disconnecting and detaching ourselves from the outcome and stepping into the area of surrendering ourselves, right? That ultimately it is not in my hands, it is all God's will, right? And then later on in this video, actually, Master Ko goes on to share about one of his stories, right? He talks about where there was this one time he was, teaching a class, and after his classes, he would just host like free healing sessions. And a blind person came to him asking, that I want to be healed, can you heal my like blind eye? And even though Master Ko is a great healer, but he's also human, and he looked at this man and he literally thought to himself that what is going to be possible here? How is it even possible to heal a blind person, right? This is Master Ko thinking like that. And I love that he's so honest about what he feels in these conversations. So in that moment, he was like, "Okay, I'll just like, do a little bit of healing. This person will be satisfied that I have done some healing, and we'll end the whole session." But then he did the healing. He tried for 15 minutes. He was trying, and even though in his mind he was like, I cannot possibly make a blind person, see again. He still was like, "Okay, I'll do it." And he got out of his own way, right? He stopped worrying about the impossible outcome that, he was working on, but he just focused on the work. He was working on cleansing the chakras. He followed whatever protocol was necessary. And then every 15 minutes, he was asking this person, "How do you feel? How do you feel?" And every time this person would reply back and give feedback, every 15 minutes, some improvement. Oh, it's not black anymore, it's gray. Oh, I can see some spots of light. Oh, it's I feel like I can see something blurry. And after 45 minutes of just following the protocol and just surrendering to the outcome, the person could actually see again, right? So think about it. Master Code didn't heal that person because he was putting his full will. He healed him because at the end of it he surrendered. He was like, "Okay, I'll follow the protocol. Baki, like, God will see to it. Master Choa will see to it and will figure out the rest." So he allowed a higher power to work through him. And that is why, like, healing is that gateway into just surrendering to God sometimes. Like, whether you're doing it for others, whether you are doing it for ourselves. At some point in our journey, we have to get out of our own way. Most of the times, it is us who are coming in the own way of our own progress, our own healing, our own success. We have to believe that there is a higher power that is working through us, and our job is only to do our karma, right? To just do our necessary actions, to follow the protocol, to meditate, to give ourselves that time to connect with ourselves, to forgive those who need to be forgiven. And then after that, just have faith that God will figure it out for me, that God has my back. And that having faith and just connecting with our higher soul or connecting with that supreme power, that is enough, right? So even you would not be attending this class right now if your higher soul had not had your best interest at heart in for you, right? That's why you feel drawn to it. You feel like, okay, I need to be here for myself and I need to do this practice. So you were guided here for a reason. So then at the end of it, the only question that remains is, can you trust this God in other areas of your life as well, right? We obsess so much over like, oh, I need to fix this, I need to do this, I need to do that. Yes, we need to do all that, but let us not attach ourselves to the ultimate outcome. That let us leave it and surrender it. Even in the Bhagavad Gita, this is one of the main teachings, right? Which Lord Krishna tells to Arjun, that you are not responsible for the fruits of the action. Karma phal is not your responsibility. Your responsibility is only to do the karma. Rest you leave it to God. Right? So do the work as an offering to God. Like if you were doing this for God, how would you do it? How would you surrender? And then trust that, he will take care of the rest. All right. Okay. So with that, let us move into our practice today. Give me a minute. Yeah, just hold on. Okay. Everyone, please close your eyes. Sit straight, back straight, arms and legs uncrossed. Take a nice slow inhale and exhale. And again, inhale and exhale. One more time, inhale and let go. And as you're breathing slowly and, just connecting with yourself, try to see yourself as an energy, not as a physical body, but that soul that resides in this body, that gives this body movement, that gives it life. And also think of a person who you're having a difficult time with, a difficult relationship with, where you feel like, okay, there's nothing left for me to do other than just surrender. Of this person and try to see them as a soul as well. This person say Atma, it's there. The divinity in me salutes the divinity in you. We are all children of God. We all make mistakes. Please forgive me for my mistakes. Please forgive me for any hurt, any pain I may have caused you. I am truly, deeply, and sincerely sorry. Forgive me for all my mistakes, whether it happened from the beginning of time up until this present, whether I made them consciously or unconsciously. I am truly, deeply, and sincerely sorry. Forgive me for all my mistakes from the beginning of time up until this present moment. Whether I made these mistakes consciously or unconsciously. We are all children of God and we all make mistakes. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. I am deeply sorry for all the things that I said that may have caused you hurt or pain. I'm sorry that I didn't understand you when you really needed me to. I'm sorry that I wasn't there for you when you needed me the most. I, the soul, I am here to learn my lessons and I do not wish to harm anybody. Through all these experiences, I am learning my lessons. So please forgive me. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. May the Supreme Being bless me with love, with mercy, with compassion and forgiveness. May all my negative karma towards you be neutralized. May peace be with you. May peace be with me. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Once again, see this person in front of me as a soul. As an energy. Looking at your life from a soul perspective. And once again say, Atma Namaste. The divinity in me salutes the divinity in you. We're all children of the divine. And we all make mistakes. So I forgive you for your mistakes. I forgive you for all the times you caused any hurt, any pain towards me. We're all evolving and growing. And this process of growth and evolution, it takes time. And it involves making a lot of mistakes along the way. You are forgiven, completely forgiven. I let go of any feelings of revenge, vengeance, anger, frustration, grudges. I let it all go. I let go of all those memories of hurt and pain that you caused. For the times I felt misunderstood, mistreated. For all the things that you said to me, for all the times that you caused me suffering, whether you were doing it consciously or unconsciously. I let go of it all. I understand that you are here to learn and to grow, that you are learning from your mistakes. And so I forgive you. Because if I can learn from my mistakes, then so can you. May the Supreme Being bless you with divine forgiveness. May all your negative karma be neutralized. May God's peace and love be with you. May God's peace and love be with me. Take a deep breath in and out. You are completely forgiven. Go in peace. One more time. Inhale and out from your mouth. You are completely forgiven. Go in peace. One more time. Inhale and out from your mouth. You are completely forgiven. Go in peace. Om Shanti 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 Om. Bring your awareness slowly back to yourself. Look within for any cords that might be connected to you. And then disconnect. May all negative cords connected to me be cut, cut, cut. Keep that person in your awareness still. Now try to see them from a different light. As a teacher, as a soul who was your teacher. Who came here to teach you some very important lessons about life, about relationships, about yourself, about how to show up in the world, and all the growth that this person has given you. And say thank you. Thank you for playing this role in my life, for teaching me so many important lessons. Thank you for loving me enough on a soul level to play this role in my growth, in my evolution. Because of you, I am here, I am stronger. Because of you, I am choosing myself. I am learning about forgiveness. I'm learning how to have gratitude. Thank you for all that you have given me. Thank you. I am grateful for our experience together. I am grateful for all the lessons that you have given me. Thank you so, so much. I am ready to receive all the blessings, all the goodness that is about to come into my life because of everything that you have taught me, because of all that I have learned from our exchange together. Take a nice long inhale over here and let your heart expand as if your breath is filling your heart with gratitude. And out. And just think of a few things that this person has given you in this life. Try to think of at least 3 things that you are grateful for, because of which you are here doing this work. And then extend that energy of gratitude also to 3 other things that might not be related to this person, but you absolutely love in your life. It can be your health, it can be your home, it can be the breath in your body. And in your mind, keep saying, I am grateful for this life, for this breath, for my movement, for my brain that can think these wonderful thoughts, for my heart, my organs that digest food, that pump blood, or thank the love that flows in your life, the laughter that you feel with your loved ones. Thank the joy of traveling. Thank the fresh air that you breathe, or the clean water that you drink. Thank all your family, your friends, your children, your parents, for all the times of peace, calmness, and quiet that you've ever experienced, because they allowed it to. They gave you the space, the time to connect with your soul. Thank all the people who have played a role in you connecting inwards, your teachers, your family members, the person who introduced you to pranic healing, the person who introduced you to these sessions. Thank you all so much. Thank you. And feel that gratitude, really feel it, filling your heart and expanding it. Expanding through your chest and radiating through your entire body, your entire cell system, your blood, the breath inside you. It's all filled with this energy of gratitude. In your mind, you're telling the Supreme God, the universe, that I see all the blessings that are already here, and I'm ready for more. Thank you so much for every single thing, known and unknown, in my conscious and subconscious mind. Thank you. Thank you. To the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, to all the great ones, to Master Chow Sui, thank you so much for your great blessings. Thank you for healing every single person who's present here right now. Thank you to the angels for your love, divine guidance, and protection. Thank you so much for helping us release all our negativity, for helping us experience so much joy and gratitude in our hearts. Thank you so much for helping us forgive. Thank you for helping us neutralize our karma. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. In full faith, so be it. So be it. So be it. And so it is. Slowly bring your awareness back to your breath, back to your body. Allow yourself any small movements that your body needs right now. And then, whenever you feel ready, you can slowly and gently open your eyes with a smile. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in today. And I will see you all again on Monday. All right. Take care. Bye.